obviously the disappointing season, and today is another step that not in the direction that we had hoped. Um, Georgia's a good football team, and Kirby and them do a great job, and obviously they've recruited a roster that's really talented from top to bottom and deep. And I think they get really good quarterback play who understands the game, and they've got a really good team. Um, just we're not playing winning football, and um, I'm glad it's an open week. We've got to, as coaches, figure out how to coach them harder and make sure we don't make critical errors at critical times that cost us a chance to win a football game against. I keep saying we're not that far off because I think they're the number 5 team in the country and we should have been in this game. And we're not playing winning football in critical times and moments, and we as coaches, it's our job, it's my job to get that fixed. Yeah, it was. The call was a dive left to Jarquez, and we didn't execute that play. No. Yeah, that was first series of the game, right? And they go down and score after that. Um, so those are the things I'm talking about that are, man, heck, that's a 3 and out to start the game, man. That's reason to get jacked up and excited, and um, so that, and then I thought their stemming was too aggressive. We get told that all the time by the officials, and it got us twice. But I don't know. I'll turn them in and see what they say. But we get warned all the time that a linebacker shouldn't step up and be aggressive in getting them to move with them raising up, and I thought that's what was happening. But they didn't see it that way, so that hurt us in a couple penalties for sure. Well, truthfully, I expect more fight than what we saw for the 60 minutes today. I think I told them that in the locker room. I mean it, and it's my job to get that out of them, and I'm going to die trying. We're going to get it turned, and going to find the ones who want to fight for 60 minutes. And I didn't think our kids did. I mean, I thought they fought hard for most of the game. But then, we want to fight for 60 minutes to give us a chance, and it seemed like them putting the game away was a little easier than I'd hoped, particularly converting some. But it really goes back to us coaching better and them. We're playing a lot of young kids out there. I mean, we had Kinsley Faustin out there tonight, and and he's lined up, outside tip of a receiver on third down, and it needed to be inside tip, and those are the things that I keep feeling like we're doing to ourselves, and we as coaches have got to expect more of ourselves to put them in position in those moments to make those plays to give us a fighting chance to experience the victories that we so badly desire. Yeah, he absolutely didn't go with what we had called. Peyton's a thinker, and he knows football, and he decided to try to run some type of zone read there, and I think everybody was a little confused, but we definitely weren't on the same page there, and I should have used one of our timeouts there when I saw things were going awry, but that's something we've got to learn from, and again, we've got to coach better to where that's really not an option in that moment in time. That was a big drive, man. We were moving the ball, and so we've got to talk through that one and make sure that doesn't happen again. To win every game, I think is capable. I think our team's capable of doing that. I'll refuse to believe otherwise. We've shown too many signs that we can be, even as young as we are, that we can be a competitive football team. But you've got to make winning plays in critical situations and play winning football for the most of the 60 minutes. And we're not quite there yet. You know, we've got to make the plays. You know, I think we had a couple opportunities to make some good long passes, and you know, Malcolm was first to come over and say, I should have caught that, coach. It hit me right in my hands, you know, and you don't get mad at him over that, but you know, we've got to learn to make those plays when they come our way, and because our margin is it is very small for us right now, and when we have a chance to do those, so you know, I'm going to expect us to come back from the open week getting ready to go play another top 10 team in Missouri, and then a tough Kentucky team on the road, and so forth and so on. But let's go coach them hard, man. I've never met a good player that didn't want to be coached hard, and I think we've got to coach them harder and expect more out of them. Not the first one. There was some thought on the second one for sure. The first one, what made it 7-3 or 10-3, I can't remember. So you know, I think at that moment you're feeling pretty good, man. We can get to the locker room, you know, one score game or so, and obviously they did a great job of punting it down, field position wise, and I'm not sure how they scored that second touchdown. It was 7-3, and I think he was throwing it to another guy, and it completes to another guy, and but that's kind of we've seemed to have some of those breaks go against us. The second one, yeah, there was some thought, but the percentages are pretty low, and if you kick the field goal, you're 2 scores down, and you're 3 scores down if you don't get the fourth down. So thought that was the wisest play. Yeah. Yeah, I'm proud of Jarquez and our running backs, our O-line, tight ends. You know, we need to get healthy. You know, Tutaw's banged up, and we miss him when he's not in there. And but I'm proud of Jarquez. Love his effort. He's never going to quit, and he's going to practice his tail off every single time. And glad to see him having success. Well, they played coverage most all day. We had a few opportunities, but really very few down the field throws were really available. We had, I think, one to Malcolm that I think we should have completed, one to Perry there at the end. I thought he won on the route. They had some cloud coverage, some over-the-top coverage on Cam most of the day. Got to get him where we can move him around and him understand different spots for different calls, and that'll come with age for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Can't say enough about Keldrick Falk and the leader he is, the young man he is. He's everything you want in an Auburn football player and an Auburn man. And man, he lays it all on the line like Jarquez does. And you know, he needs an off week. He and J Mac are beat up for sure and having to play a ton of snaps, and hopefully he can get healed up and have an outstanding second half. But his leadership's vital to our team.